Michelle from Noble Touch, and today we are going to work on a fall centerpiece for our table. So what I'm going to use is a 10-inch roll of chocolate poly-deco mesh, a 10-inch roll of cream poly-deco mesh, as well as some of these Tweedia bushes. I bought the Tweedia bushes from Walmart, just the orange. Of course, a cream pumpkin. I got this from Walmart last year. This is like a 6-inch wide pumpkin. So I'm not sure if I can find it online. I'll share a link. But I did get this from Walmart last year, as well as this adorable ribbon, this green pumpkin ribbon. This is 1.5 inches, and then this orange and cream gingham ribbon. It's about 1.5 inches. And then this brown chocolate stretch ribbon. Now the mesh and the ribbon you can get from Mal's Crafty Mojo, which I will post a link to everything under the description portion of the tutorial when it's all finished. And of course, you don't have to add these. I like a little light when I start to go into fall, into Christmas. I like to add lights to my decor. So I just bought these cute pearl lights from Dollar General. So they were just a couple dollars. And then I'm doing this all on the bicycle wheel wreath ring from Dollar Tree. So you're going to need that. And then as well, you're going to need some zip ties and of course your wire cutters, your scissors, and I'm using a wood burning tool to cut my mesh so it doesn't fray, because we are going to do the ruffle method with this. So we're going to get started. So we're going to start by cutting up the flowers here. So what I'm going to do is just measure the length of these flowers to the center of the spoke and go a little bit over, because I want to zip tie these flowers on the spoke about that much, I think. So, and what I'm going to do is zip tie this down, and I don't want to zip tie it all the way. I only want to go to a certain spot, just maybe put 2 zip ties in, because what's nice about this is it's on a wire and you can bend it up. So I'm going to go ahead and zip tie all the spokes with this Tweedia bush. Okay, so we have all 12 sections attached, and now we can put this aside, and we're going to go ahead and start cutting our ribbon. So for cutting our ribbon, I'm going to use my rotary cutter. You can use scissors, whatever you would like, but we're going to cut every 13 inches for our ribbon. So I'm just going to try to go through all of them at the same time, like that. Oh, I didn't get this one. I jumped a spot. And once you're going to cut 12 of each for your ribbon. And let's see here, once you get them cut, you can go ahead and fold them. And then fold again, like that. And then take your scissors and just cut at an angle to fishtail the ends there. And I don't know if we're going to do the same with this. I think because it's kind of open anyway, I think we're just leaving this straight. But these ones we will fishtail all the ends. So we're just going to go ahead and finish cutting up 11 more of each ribbon. Okay, so now what we're going to do before we cut our mesh and attach anything else is attach our battery pack. And I'm just using some zip ties and just attaching in between these spokes on the frame, because hopefully we're just going to hide this with mesh so you won't even see it. I'll put a third one on, just in case. And that's just to hold our lights on and out of the way. So we're going to be back to cut the mesh. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and cut our mesh. Now we are using a wood burner just because it is a ruffle method, so the ends will be seen and I don't want them to fray, you know, really bad if you're going to use a rotary cutter. So that's why I like to use a wood burner to stop the fraying on the mesh. If you're using a wood burner, please make sure to have a cutting glass over your mat or cutting surface, like a pan or a cutting board, a glass cutting board, or this is a old refrigerator shelf. And again, you're cutting plastic, so please wear a respirator when cutting because you do get some fumes off when you're cutting the mesh. So we're just going to cut every 10 inches. And when you cut, you just go in between the grid line. You can pull apart so it doesn't melt itself back to itself. And there you go. So we're going to go ahead and cut 12 of the chocolate and 24 10-inch cuts of the cream. And we'll be back. Okay, so now we have our mesh all cut up. And what we're going to do is called the ruffle method. And this is a simple method that you can do with your mesh, and it will give your, even if you did this in a wreath, it's very full and flattering for a base even. So what we're going to do is take our cream, just push this over here a little bit more, and we're going to pinch and scrunch, pinch and scrunch, like that. So it looks like this. Then we're going to take the chocolate and do the same thing. Pinch and scrunch, like that. And then we're going to kiss them together so both ends come together, like that. And then I'm taking another cream. So you're going to hold this in one hand and do another ruffle. And then have the cream on top. So you have the chocolate sandwiched in between. And then we're going to take our ribbon and we're going to lay the chocolate on. And you can kind of pinch down and then kind of just cross a little bit the gingham and then the pumpkin. Just like that. And then we're going to take it over here. I already have a zip tie in place. Kind of just push, pull down like this. And bring the zip tie and just hold it so it doesn't let go. And you can tighten this beforehand and then attach it again if you'd like. I'm just trying to do this in one step. I get that. And then you can move these around like that. And then we'll go ahead and cut that off. And then we're going to just keep doing that same thing, the same method all the way around on each bar spot or the bicycle frame. So we will be back. Okay, so now we have all of our bundles on, and what's cool about this ribbon, that stretch ribbon, is because, watch this, you can just keep stretching it and make it wider. I love this ribbon. I've got it in orange, brown, and the green, but I think it's so cool. And you can just kind of stretch it out and then just, you know, play with your other ribbon there and form it. I don't know about you, but fall is one of my favorite times of year, and I just love the fall colors, and I love the weather and the smell of like the leaves and trees. I live out in the country, so I love fall. So we're just fluffing this up around like that. And then, now I gotta find, oh, right. I'm like, what happened to my lights? So you can go ahead and weave the lights around the mesh in and out. Now here, I am going to pull up the flowers. I have to see where so they're, just bend them up because, you know, they're on a wire, so they can bend. I think a few of these got tangled. And just kind of bend them up so it makes a space for the pumpkin to go in the middle. And I want the flowers to look like they're like creeping up around the pumpkin. There's that. So we want to make a hole here. But like I said, this method is great for just the ruffle wreath. Just a great way to fill a wreath in even. And if you don't like the pumpkin in the middle, you guys can add a candle. You can, you know, something else for the centerpiece if you'd like. But I think this is just going to look adorable on my table. I just kind of want to pull this. These are getting all kind of tangled. I gotta get them out. Like that. See, so the mesh is big enough, it hides any of the stems in there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of weave this in and out. Like I said, this is not a big strand of light, so it should just be perfect for this centerpiece. And I like the pearl. The pearl just looks soft. Figure it goes well with the cream. Like I say, you can just weave it in and out. You can just do whatever you want with this. You can even just wrap it around the center if you'd like. I'm just going to just put it like this. And we can even kind of tie that end around. Now I gotta find where the battery pack is. And just have some light added to it. So I will go ahead and take some better pictures of this, but I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy tutorial to make a beautiful centerpiece for your table for fall. This will take you in from fall into Thanksgiving. So again, the ribbon, which is awesome ribbon, it can be found at Mel's Crafty Mojo. I will post my affiliate link down below, as well as the mesh. And then these Tweety flowers came from Walmart. The lights I just found at Dollar General. And then the pumpkin was at Walmart. So just, you can use whatever you would like for the centerpiece. But thank you so much for joining me. Make sure if you do like this, make sure to please subscribe to my channel and follow me on all social media. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and of course you can shop at Noble Touch on Etsy as well. So thank you so much for joining me. You guys have a great day.